guys. Oh, I'm in, let's see, it's like third week in May, middle of deer prep season. Today, it's Friday. I just got off work, back at NA here, and about to make our own little homemade mineral site that I'm going to try out. I want to get 2 more out today, and I got to go pull this camera that's not really working that well and see what needs to be done to it. So, I'm going to show you how to make your own mineral site, so stay tuned. So, to start off, I have a mix of just fine salt, livestock fine salt, just straight salt. Then I have your trace mineral salt that's got, I think it's got like zinc, copper, manganese, all kinds of minerals that are good for the deer, and salt. Then I also have your DiCal, which this will help with getting the deer's antlers to grow real big and strong. So this is what they definitely need to grow those antlers. So I'm basically going to do one of each. It seems like guys do whatever they want, but I'm going to do one of each. I'm going to mix in this Lucky Buck. And then on top of it, I'm going to throw, every round I'm going to throw a little bit of Koolaid in there to get them to smell it and come into the thing, even though this leftover Lucky Buck still smells really strong. But I'll show you what it looks like here in a second once I get it poured. Okay, so I've done 2 scoops of everything. Got the DiCal, the trace mineral, the regular salt in there, and then 2 scoops of Kool-Aid to give it the smell and a little bit of flavor for them to really get in there. Now I'm just going to mix it up. And you can do honestly anything you want. You can do trace mineral. It seems like everybody kind of has their own little mix. This is what I'm going to try and see if it works. I really want to get a lot of photos, so I'm doing the salt and everything. So if you just want to probably get deer in on your property, just do salt. And they'll just hit that like a salt, just like a trophy rock, salt rock. You could buy a cheap bag like that. I think that was like $7 just for the salt. And just go that way, and then that'd be just as good. Or if you want to do all the minerals and stuff to help, help with their digestion and get the DiCal for helping the does lactate better and getting the antlers to grow better, then you can get the extra stuff. That's a little bit more expensive, but there you go. That's kind of what it looks like. And I'll do another couple rounds of that to get this pretty full, and then we'll head out there and I'll show you where I'm going to put it and show you where I put it right in front of our stand where we've done it before, and show you basically how the normal mineral site looks like. So I just made it up here to the spot that I'm checking this camera, which I think I just got it working. I don't know why it's working now, but anyway, this is the spot last year where I had my buck I call Crab Claw. Again, 2 years in a row we've had him on the trail cam, and then 2 years ago I saw him when he was a 3-year-old and passed on him at 25 yards. But here's a typical mineral spot for us. I put one of those big and J blocks there, and then put the Head Rush Big and J powder underneath it. Looks like they've already been gnawing on it quite a bit. And as you see, I put my new mineral there too now. And there's where the camera is right there. So this is kind of our typical spot. This is exactly where we had it last year. So they seem to be coming through here and then coming this way as well. So we're going to see if Mr. Crab Claw is still around. Hopefully he is, because if he is, he's going to be a giant. He came in the first week in October too, and I wasn't here. Missed him in daylight, but I'm going to see if he's around. I haven't seen him since, so hoping he comes back. He also had a couple of nice bucks with him, running around with him all summer last year, so if they're here still, that'd be awesome. I spooked a doe out of here, right in here somewhere. She ran that way. I don't know if she's coming to this or not, but so I'm gonna see if this camera's really working, see if it works again. If it is, that's awesome. Just leave it here, and then we'll start getting some photos and see what happens. But I'll take you to our new spot here now and show you where I'll put this new mineral and see if the deer really like it. All right, so just made it to the cliff stand. Was walking down there. Man, there are so many big oak trees up there. Dad last year had 3 big bucks on this hillside eating right like the second week in October. And this is where I saw Crab Claw behind this stand here. I don't know if you can see it right there. We walked right behind me there at 25 yards and went that way. This is like a real funnel. We call this the cliff stand because it's kind of hard to tell in the video, but this thing just completely drops off. This isn't your typical Indiana, what people think of Indiana. This is southern Indiana, big hills, rolling hills, big drop-offs. But anyway, this ridge here, this is it. I just poured all my powder. This is a heavy deer trail. I don't know if you can kind of see it. You can see it here. they just walk this edge. There's an old ladder stand that's been there for years. And they just kind of walk this trail right in front here. So we had this up. We had this mineral site going. It's been a while. I don't know why we haven't kept it going. We kind of like laid off certain areas, but we had this mineral site the first year we did it and had 2 giant bucks. One I called Split, which I saw that hunting season the first day of opening gun, and then we had this nice basket 10. And it was pretty cool to get 2 big shooter bucks on the camera. So figured this year we're going to try it again, see if we can get stuff coming in here. Don't have a camera to put up here now. I couldn't get the one to fixed. It started working and took a photo and then it didn't. I don't know. I got fast when I get home. But getting this set up, I have one more mineral site that I'm going to set up at our little stand like we did last year where we had a bunch of does coming through. And then we'll be good for the day. But that's kind of the typical mineral site setup, you know. Get the minerals, whatever you want to do, whatever your goal is. If you want to see a bunch of deer, you could just put salt out, cheap salt, and get them coming in licking that because they love that sodium. And then if you want to get them healthier, grow bigger racks, you can add different minerals, and it costs a little more, but not too bad. I mean, this is pretty easy to make. Just mixed it up. Went to any of your feed stores are going to have that stuff. You can do it that way, and it's pretty easy. And then you just pour it on the ground where you know either deer are coming, or if you want deer to come there, then put it where you want it. And then you could set up a trail cam, or you don't even have to set up a trail cam. You know, you can literally leave this out here for like a month and he'll eat on it for like a month straight because it'll get in the soil and just stay in the soil, and they'll just keep eating the soil up. So I come about every month. I'll come and refreshen these up a little bit, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if anything's gonna hit it, but it's worth a shot for how cheap it was. And you know, give it a try if you think. Go look at those things. I think it cost me just under 60 bucks. It might be cheaper in certain places. So only 60 bucks and you get 150 pounds of stuff to put out. So you can't really beat the deal. But it's your typical DIY mineral site. So we'll see what happens. And once they get going on it, I'll let you know how it goes and get back out with you when we come back out and refill them up. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.